Chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9. From motivationals
To news,
to sports and talk.
we'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Hello and a very good morning to you. Thank you for joining us on the Monday edition of the Breakdown Newspaper Review. You are on to 32 FM 94.9, your laughter station, your favorite station. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Once again, good morning and thank you for joining us.
And my name is DELE, ADEYANJU. Good morning. Thank you so much for being part of our show today.
Let's go straight to the papers. I have the Guardian newspaper here, Premium Times, The Nation newspaper, and Daily Times.
I have the Independent newspaper, the Punch, the Vanguard, and the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. All right, so I'll take headlines from the Independent, Daily Independent newspaper. NDDC CSO urges federal government to inaugurate substantive management. The world seeks intensified efforts to end violence against women. Poor funding releases undermining fight against HIV in Sokoto. Stigmatization, our greatest challenge in Sokoto HIV positive persons. Nigeria to benefit from $50 million startup investment. PDP defeats APC in Bayelsa senatorial by-elections. Service chiefs want to exit, but Buhari didn't give them directives. That's according to Fayemi. INEC declares Mrs. Ogwize of PDP winner of Enugu by-election. Kwara governor congratulates information minister at 69. Major breakthrough on fishing rights brings Brexit deal closer. Bahrain changes tune, says won't allow imports from Israeli settlements. Lalong congratulates Professor Dajud, celebrates emergence as Plateau's first female. Federal government commences 30,000 naira grant for Okada, taxi drivers, cart pushers, others. And Deputy Speaker Wase congratulates Dajut on by-election victory. By-elections, INEC counts losses, says staff beaten molested. And in sports, Rebels trains with teammates to be available against Gladbach. And still in sports here, Wafu under 20, Flying Eagles in shaky start, held by Cote d'Ivoire. These are some of the headlines available to us from the Independent newspaper.
Let's see some more from the Nation newspaper. Governor congratulates Oni on 5th coronation anniversary. CBN doubles credit for households to 300 billion naira. APC caretaker committee plots time extension at NEC. Fear of another NSAS protest grips Abuja, Lagos. Drowned policeman Diri condoles with IGP families. MF Kano visits Sanwo-Olu over NSAS destruction. Nigerians face high prices of meat, dairy products. Also, why we have not called off strike. Vessels offload over 120 billion naira raw sugar at port. Private firms, MDAs, lawyers, anti-graft agencies disobey court orders, says ICPC. Police take lawyer to court over forged documents. Police can't outlaw NSAS protests, say activists. Let's see some more from the Nation newspaper. Aneze constitutes 40-man electoral committee. By-elections, victories affirm Nigerians' trust in APC, says presidency. Okay, let's see some more from there, from the Nation before we go to another one. Central banks tackle COVID-19 with monetary policy measures. How is Otum tackling the challenges of governance in Benue? A question there you may want to see. Let's see another paper.
Punch newspaper next. Recession. Experts warn states as governors justify bloated appointments. We are Araife. Yoruba is an alias, says Oni. Nigeria Airlines may merge due to pandemic. NCAA boss. Compel National Assembly to impeach Buhari. PDP reps urge Nigerians. And Kalu backs Obiozo for Ohane's Ndigbo president. Bello condemns fresh NSAS protests. Lagos command warns organizers. Pension contributors withdraw 14.79 billion naira as job losses rise. And recession. Experts warn states as governors justify brutal appointments. No resumption until federal government pays withheld salaries. ASU court okays suit seeking information on CBN staff. And let's see if I have more headlines here. Vigilantes strip Rivers pastor for defiling 3 daughters. Lagos car wash operator bolts away with customer's car. Police comb Bielsa Sea for 6 drowned cops. And man dies during sex romp. Police seeks seal of brothel. Arrest sex worker. Anambra tax collectors allegedly killed driver. Prevent another NSAS protest. Akeredolu urges religious leaders. Protests as gunmen kidnap 5 children in Kuje. And lastly, federal government revives 300-hectare farmland, engages 400 youths.
And from Delhi Trust 15 by-elections, PDP kicks as APC wins in Lagos, Bauchi others. Insecurity, PDP reps caucus calls for Buhari's impeachment. Crimes, federal government to deploy satellite tech in intelligence gathering. Minister, how to end HIV by 2030. DG Naka, fire got 7 shops, property worth millions destroyed in Anambra. Federal government starts 30,000 naira grants to drivers, cat pushers. Strike, varsity crisis deepens as NAAT wants federal government against accepting ASU's UTAS. NSCDC rescues woman from 5-month house arrest in Gombe. Bodies of drowned cop recovered in Bayelsa. Fire guts shops in Anambra. Do we have more from here before we go to another paper? APC tackles Governor Matawale over minister's comment. Wali's PDP group launches appeal fund for Kando local government polls. Let's go see another paper.
Vanguard newspaper is next. Boat mishap. Police confirm recovery of bodies of 6 personnel in boat mishap by Elsa State. Ex-Governor Dixon clinches by Elsa West. And moving on to other stories. Trump says personal lawyer Giuliani tests positive for COVID-19. Thousands in Moldova call for government's resignation. Georgia Secretary of State, no systemic fraud in U.S. election. My greatest joy is being listed in Forbes 2020. Investors gain 135 billion naira amidst profit taking in blue chip stocks. South must reposition in agriculture. Low yield environment. PFAs raise equity stakes by 17% in 8 months. 2023 main reason Umahi defected to APC. And Shell, Wike, and the future of OML 11. Buhari to commission Lagos Ibadan rail line next month. Amici. Despite recession, firms generate 1.6 trillion naira revenue. Mass evacuation in Frankfurt as World War II bomb is diffused. Port Harcourt is playing monkey post politics. Nature deliberately planned just for tourism. John Best's renowned tourism guide. Buhari is repressing human rights and getting away with it. Mobo is about more than the awards. Founder Kaya King and Gbajabi Amila will continue to work for implementation of Nigerians with disability laws. Barrister Ido Kamalding. I think this is where I'll just allow you to take another paper.
All right, from Premium Times, presidency welcomes by-election results, says we won't fail the nation. Nigerian government commences payment of 30,000 naira grants to taxi, bus, Okada drivers. Jonathan refuses to rule out 2023 presidential run. Katsina's child law sets adult age at 18, but says those younger can marry. Nigerians kneel on dilapidated highway, ask God to touch Buhari to repair it. Let's see some more from Premium Times. CAF Club competitions. Kano Pillars, Plateau United crash out what to know about INEC by-elections in 11 states that you can also find from Premium Times. Let's see some more here before we go to another one. Again, Lagos records power voter turnout in yet another election. It's official. APC floors PDP orders in Lagos East senatorial election. Kebbi challenges typify why Nigeria has failed to meet malaria eradication target. APC wins big in Lagos East senatorial election. That's also big. Coming from Premium Times Dispatch from Accra, Ghanaians prepare to elect a president. 9 Nigerian states record 0 new case in a month. That is according on COVID-19.
And finally here to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Nigeria confirms 318 new cases of COVID-19. Total now 69,255. 2023, we did not endorse Tinubu. Council of Ulamas. And Nigeria recorded more COVID-19 infections, deaths, recoveries last week. Kogi, APC wins Ibaji constituency by election. Federal government commences more grants for taxi, bus, Okada, Keke Napep, Uber, Bolt drivers and cart pushers. UNICEF sets their 2030 target to end female genital mutilation. And nurses strike crippled medical activities in Delta hospitals. Yuletide, FCT police reads riot act to criminals. And finally, suspected revenue collectors chase lorry driver to death in Onitsha.
We'll be back.
FM.
94.9. Mornings are for dreamers. The break of dawn for champions. On 32 FM 94.9.
When it comes to watching your favorite comedy videos, are you a giggler, a snorter, a faller, or maybe you are all of the above?
Whether it's comedy, football, Niger movies, cooking, learning, or drama, go from one video you love to another on YouTube. With the new video data bundle from MTN, enjoy even more affordable, longer hours of video content. Just text YouTube to 131 now. With YouTube, now you go tire.
It's the time of the year. Come, let's chill together. Pop Chivita, make we jolly. Ooh, yeah. All over Naija, anywhere you day. Share Chivita with your family and friends. Enjoy this Christmas. Oh, 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 oh. Chivita season. Oh, oh, oh. Feel this Christmas. Oh, oh, oh. Let's celebrate. Ooh yeah, oh yeah, make we celebrate the life. No, they don't waste my time. I go enjoy myself with tire. Plenty food to chop. Chivita juice with the vibe. Oh yeah, make we chill yo. Enjoy this Christmas. Oh, oh, oh. Let's celebrate with Chivita. Ooh yeah.
Juice up the season with Chivita.
Oh, guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Shade yesterday, oh.
Eh?
But you know they use am again now.
Yeah, you don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
Eh? On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Obonga will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions dey.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
It's a brand new day and I'm feeling the heat. I walk into the bathroom so I can hit the street. I'm not just looking for a shower, I'm looking for a drive. I feel like no other confidence through a nice and cool chill. It's an all-in-one soap, so dope, cause it kills germs, makes you fly, got you smelling so fresh. Yeah, plus it's premier cool season, got me feeling fresh for no reason. Yeah.
It keeps you fresh on it's Premier Cool. Go shine for body and
you go fresh. If you want confidence and a face, better cool. Oh, yeah, give them. Oh, yeah, show them. Oh, yeah, give them. Oh, yeah, show them. Oh, yeah, give them.
Stay chilled with Premier Cool Toilet Soap. Removes 99.9% of germs and contains real menthol extracts for that icy cool feel.
Uncle Dentist, what be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shay, they use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Now, hole for teeth they cause most tooth pain will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Yes, cavities out!
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk and cocoa and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
32 FM
94.9.
FM 94.9 studio time check 19 minutes past 6. Time now to go to the analysis of the headlines. Dr. Lord Jedokun is right here with us in the studio. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Oh, top of the day to you.
My name is OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Welcome once again.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you.
Let's take our first story here from Premium Times. Presidency welcomes by-election results, says we won't fail the nation. The presidency said results coming from the states of the long list of by-elections show definitely that the governing party, the All Progressives Congress APC, remains the chosen party of Nigerians. Gabashew, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, stated this in a statement in Abuja on Sunday. He said, and I quote, "We do not take this confidence of the people for granted, and we will not fail them. Nigerians who appreciate the efforts of the administration in making life better for all citizens, especially under an economy facing the severest test from the global coronavirus pandemic, will not be disappointed." Presidency welcomes by-election results, says we won't fail the nation.
Well, many people will find the headline laughable. Some will claim that it is subject of some derision because already people will suggest that the government has been failing the nation. So it depends on where you are. But in terms of the by-election results, a lot of people will say that there was a low turnout and therefore the APC cannot really claim a mandate from a low turnout. But people would also express disappointment that the so-called Soke generation, so-called, I use that expression, refused to go anywhere near the ballot boxes. The question is, are they giving up? The question is, will they ever be able to mobilize their numbers, their vitality, their vibrancy, or have they been quashed? That's the question really to ask, rather than whether they failed the nation or not. A lot of people say they are failing already, and that is there's no discernible path forward towards success at the moment.
That seemed a little bit cheeky from you, Doctor. I don't know, but we also talk about the power of or the dominance of incumbent party. Is that what has come to play here, or what actually happened?
Well, I think the dominating narrative is that people feel that there's nothing they can do, can change anything. They protested, it can't change anything. They doubt if the ballot box can change anything. And so people, midterm blue, some will call it, there's an apathy out there. And of course, organizationally, the ruling party has the finance, and they have the muscle, and they have the people on the streets, in the wards, able to mobilize for them. So I don't think it's an indication of the popularity of the government, or performance, or trust that the people have in the government. I think it's just purely as it goes. Lots of people did not vote, and therefore it is a reflection of the apathy of the people.
All right, Dr. Jedokun, you said something about the Sorosuke generation. Maybe they have chickened out or something, but you are aware that there is a fresh, there's going to be a fresh NSAS protests as indicated in the public domain since last week or 2 weeks ago. And Bello is saying that the protest is uncalled for, as the Lagos command has warned organizers. So what do you think?
Well, I believe the protest when I see it. What is quite clear is that this government is taking an illiberal stance, which means that they are determined to crush even legitimate and armless, I use the word armless, demonstrations and protests. Even though, of course, Showore got a payout from the court saying that the declaration, the police quashing his demonstration, the revolution now, was illegal, was unconstitutional, and against his fundamental human right. But I think the government is still treading that part of seeing every demonstration as a threat to their existence. And I say that the only people that see demonstration as a threat to their existence are people that are failing in respect of governance. So we'll see when it happens. But what is quite clear is that the youths haven't finished yet. I use so-called Sorosuke generation because when you say Sorosuke, it belies, you understand, it denigrates the sacrifices of people like Shegun Okewo, like Akintunde Ojo.
Now I see your point.
Yes, pardon?
No, okay. Don't worry, just go on.
Yeah, so those people spoke up. Those people died, you understand? So people have always been dying. Youths have always been dying. So it's not now that the only thing different now is that the youths of today have the social media, which is able to help them better organize and better get at
the past NSAS protests. It's had everybody, almost everybody, and every youth involved. And we all thought that 2023 would be near, and by 2023, if we use that same muscle and the strength for the but 2023 is still very far, especially for breezy youths who no.
Well, is it really far? Well, it is still months away, years away, a few years away, but still, organization for elections start 3-4 years, before then, if you are going to maximize it. So it is still possible that they can come back. I'm not saying they can't come back. They can come back. But the omens, if I may use that word, are not really pointing towards that. A lot of people are really thinking of doing a Andrew. Andrew checking out. That's what a lot of people are thinking of doing. Because you see, it's not just about the demonstrations. People are being tagged. Their accounts have been blocked, have been suspended. They have been termed as terrorists. They're chasing them all over the place.
Like Mohammed has said, every body that has been pointed to the NSAS protest must be prosecuted.
Yes. Even passports are being clamped down. You understand? So those are the factors. It's as if the government has, through a pincer movement, are determined to weed out any legitimate constructive criticism. You see, street protests have a potency because it brings out, you understand, the power of the people. And if you can maintain street process without violence, you understand, the government has no choice than to back down. So what the government does, or what agents of the government seem to have done, is when there's street protests, to infiltrate it, get a spot of violence here and there, and then use that as an excuse, you understand, to launch an onslaught.
Let's talk about Lagos before we move to another story here. What happened in Lagos East particularly? I mean, one will have expected that the APC, the PDP man will have carried the day in Lagos.
Is that the Ikorodu constituency? The Abiru, Ikorodu has always been a stronghold of the APC. That's my view anyway. But I thought, actually, when I passed through Ikorodu, not recently, but I thought that might be the weak spot of the APC, and that the PDP man might have taken advantage. I think PDP is missing a trick. PDP has not been able to harness the power of the youths. They've not been able to establish a home for the youths here. And if they were a vibrant and a serious political force, my view would that they would have jumped on the bandwagon of these youths, made their party more accommodating for them, and use this as a real test, you understand, of the ability to mobilize the youths. But the APC is not doing that. So the PDP, in fact, what the PDP is doing, you understand, not to sound partisan, is they're still harking back to Atiku, thinking that Atiku can come in 2023 and deliver. No, we need fresh and new blood. And if they cannot harness the potential of the youths, they're not going to win. APC will retain power.
The young man did his campaign mostly on social media, venting anger here and there. Unfortunately, couldn't translate the same at the polling unit.
Yeah. And that's always been the argument. That's always been the criticism that a lot of the young ones and some of the celebrities, they're very good at harnessing Twitter and social media, Instagram. But when it comes on the ground, real politics, you understand, the real politics, that they're far, the chicken out, they're far away. And that's why people like Tinubu has every confidence, you understand, that he's the Jagaban. And whatever you people are doing, you understand, when it comes to the reality on the ground.
Who are the you people now?
Well, the youths, basically. Youths are the you people, because they are the ones that can change. They are the real opposition. The PDP is not opposition. The PDP is part and parcel of APC.
Somebody said civil servants don't vote. Somebody said youths don't go out to vote. Only elderly women and men, or the people we call Arubos.
Well, and when they vote, it's not just their vote that counts. There are also additions, all these padded on votes, which come from nowhere, from that point of view.
From nowhere.
Yeah, because if you're not there to defend your vote, then how are you there to ensure, you understand, that the votes are the legal and legitimate votes? They're nowhere there. They're at home. They're pressing their phones, as somebody said, and so on and so forth. So they're not there to defend anything.
All right. Nigerian applicants for the U.S. visa are no longer required to pay the reciprocity fee imposed in August last year. The new dimension or dispensation took effect from Thursday, the 3rd of December, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Are we beginning to harness? Okay, Joe Biden's whatever winning the presidential election now.
I'm not certain that it's linked to that yet, because they haven't acquired the reins of power. There's still some transition sort of going on, but inevitably we are in a lame duck session, and lame duck means that power is beginning to slip away from Donald Trump and his attention maybe on other matters. Is it good news for us? I don't know that is good news. What I know is good news for a lot of people, particularly those who want to check out, and particularly those that want to go on holidays and leave. But the problem is that a lot of Nigerians that go there on holidays, they have no indication at all of returning or coming back.
There is a line here which I would like to just add as a rider to that. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs disclosed on Saturday that the development was sequel to the removal of excess visa application, processing and biometric fees for American citizens applying for Nigerian visas. So since that was removed, then say you do me, then I do you.
Yes. So really, it contradicts the term when it says no reciprocity. That's being reciprocal, isn't it? But whatever happens, the situation is that a lot of our youths are fleeing. A lot of our youths are looking for every opportunity. I've spoken to so many youths over the past few weeks, and there's not one of them that wants to stay here and salvage this country.
All right, there's a report here from the Independent newspaper. Service chiefs want to exit, but Buhari didn't give them directives. That's according to GF Fayemi, Ekiti State governor. Chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, on Sunday said some of the current service chiefs are desirous of retiring, but have refused to do because President Muhammadu Buhari, who appointed them, have refused to give them directives.
Some would suggest that's a story for the Marines. I mean, if I was an Army chief or Air Force chief and I want to resign, I will resign. And no one can stop me. I think they have a fundamental human right. They can decide whether they choose to stay or not. I rather believe that a less uncharitable explanation is that they are enjoying the perks of the office, and they have a more comfortable life being in service than being out of service. That would be my own interpretation. But some might say I'm being a bit harsh. Since when are people been stopped from leaving that position? Again, I think Buhari, whoever is governing, you understand, is comfortable with the status quo. At least there are known qualities and known quantities, rather than going for some maverick, you understand, who you don't know what he may get up to.
Right here again, Fayemi, who said the governors will inform the president about the feelings of Nigerians on the insecurity crisis in the country, said if he was the president, he would have asked the current service chiefs to suggest the best hands to succeed them, and after that has been done, the service chiefs can be eased out. Now, does that mean that the president doesn't know about the state of insecurity in this country?
Unfortunately, Fayemi is not even the president anyway, so that's mute. Is the president really aware? It's very clear from the way Fayemi is talking that the president is not aware.
But before now, we saw Mr. President reading the dailies and in planes and all that.
No, there are a lot of things that are staged. There are a lot of things that we know. For instance, when statements are made, you know whether it's Gabasheo or you know whether it's Femi Adesina. A lot of these things don't come from the president. They come from his appointees. We know it. I think the people close to the place know it. And I think the most charitable thing that this government can do is to heed what OB is saying, Ezekwesili, you understand?
Yeah.
And let's have a medical assessment of the health of the president. We're not asking for regime change. We're not asking for any of those shenanigans or so. We're just saying, just be open with the Nigerian people. Let's have some accountability. And if the president is discovered to be ill and hearty, then we'll keep quiet and know that, well, it's just the level of competence.
There are certain facts or truth that may not be needed for the general public, according as to those who work in such places say, the oath of secrecy on some things.
Oath of secrecy has to do with security matters, defense. There's some strategic things which have to do with the governance of the country. But I don't think oath of secrecy governs the state of health of our president. The president whom our taxes, our petrodollars, pays for his health, his upkeep, to ensure that he's ill and hearty. I think accountability is what we deserve when you get to the office of president. If you don't want accountability, then remain a retired general. Yes, then we have no business knowing about what you are doing. And the reason why I want to know is to know whether when decisions are making, you understand, those decisions are made in the national interest, or they are made simply, you understand, just for self-preservation.
I think this is speculative from the general public and from Obio's Ezekwesili, since we've been told that Mr. President is fit and ill and hearty, and so
well, you see, you get all these calls for medical probes or medical panels, and the next day you see Mr. President attending a mundane, you understand, conference of some Kuru, of what do they call them, NIPS, or what do they call them from that point of view? Institute of Politics. Yes.
Strategic studies.
Kuru, strategic studies. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. So everything is being staged. What is quite clear is that we've not had Mr. President engage either the press or engage anybody in robust discussions about the future of this country, about the vision for this country. Unscripted discourse. We haven't had it. I'm not suggesting they can't do it. I'm just saying we haven't had it. You understand? And so if Mr. President wants to disprove
I will remind you of stylistics by
well, I think stylistics is just a cover for a number of things, you understand? And Femi Adesina is very used in deploying some terms, you understand, which really doesn't give us clarity on what's going on. But even we may well be proven wrong. But the reality of it now is that we have a president who seems to be distant and seems to be away from the scene of so many of the problems that present us today.
Who doesn't know that there's insecurity in the land?
Of course. There's insecurity in Castina. There's insecurity in Dara. You understand? So of course he will know. Of course he will be aware. And of course Mr. President's trips to those places have diminished as a result of those insecurity. The Sultan, a retired colonel, was almost a general before he retired and became the Sultan of Sokoto, has already said it, that there's nowhere safe in the north. So people keep on saying this. So I think for anybody like Fayemi to come and suggest that, well,
those guys need some clearance
yes.
from Mr. President.
Yes, he knows. Yes. Well, I don't know that he knows, but whoever is making the decisions for him, whether it's Ibrahim Gambari or whoever, know what's going on.
And these people cannot be trusted. I'm sorry to say, because sometimes when they talk, they are political statements.
Oh, yes, a political statement. I think Fayemi is about above. He's gone as far as he can. But if you read the subtext to what Fayemi is saying, especially saying that this service shouldn't be there, you understand, and that, you understand, they messed up. That's what he's saying. Because remember that Fayemi has a doctorate in war studies, you understand. It is his area of expertise. He knows what he's talking about, from that point of view.
But even the state is not safe.
Well, the state is not safe, and the state is not safe because there's a limit to what Amotekun can do, and I'm not sure they're fully deployed. And the police, many of the police demoralized, many of them, you understand, watching the scene, many of them traumatized. And I think the story that many people haven't covered in the press, which is quite unfortunate, is the trauma that the police is facing at this point in time. It is not easy to see your colleagues killed in the same way that happened in places like in Ojo, in Ibadan, in Lagos, you understand, and for it not to have some impact on you. In other climes, what they would have done is that they would have some medical assessment, they would have gone through some rehabilitation before you deploy them back into the scene. But yeah, it's just a business as usual, isn't it?
Well, Nigerian government commences payment of 30,000 naira grant to taxi, bus, Okada drivers.
Yeah, I don't know how much that will do, but I guess it's better than nothing. What is this grant going to do? Some people suggest that it will reflect the economy, because the more money you put into the economy, the more the economy grows from that point of view. But some would also suggest that it is too little. That's the problem. The money is too little to make a significant difference over a period of time.
It's still better than trader money.
Well, but some would also suggest that trader money at least helps some people expand their business. The only problem is that how many of them have paid back the money?
Trader money is less than 10,000,
yeah.
and it was distributed then by the vice president, moving from community to community when the election was coming.
But that was 2 years ago. Remember that inflation has eroded our money. So maybe that money would have been worth 20,000 then, or 15,000.
Let's say it's equal to 30,000.
Yes, it's equal to 30,000. So it's about the same thing. I guess the idea of trader money wasn't bad, but that it was targeted at an election cycle is the problem that I have. But also, I would say, what's the accountability? How much of that money has come back? Because the whole idea is that money is given, it comes back, it expands the economy, so other people benefit from it. And if people don't pay back, nobody benefits from it.
All right, we'll take a break for some messages right now. Thank you so much for listening to us. It's 32 FM 94.9.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk and cocoa and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Sade yesterday, but you know they use him again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogonga will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Joe.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
It's the Smart Kids Show! Smart Kids, are you ready to have a happy moment on radio, learning, and at the same time having fun?
How many sevens can we get in 49?
That would be 7.
All right. By how much is 55 more than 33?
55 more than 33. 22.
If you share 16 coconuts among 4 people, what will each get?
4.
That's interesting. How many 3s are there in 18?
5.
And a king had 15 horses. Share amongst 5 people.
3.
Okay, that's interesting. We got a winner this morning.
Then join Auntie Yellow on 32 FM 94.9, Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m.
Smart Kids Show. Let us learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Hamatan is come. Say goodbye to dry skin. With Nivea lotions. With Nivea lotions.
Hamatan can be bitter.
So bitter.
But your skin can feel much better.
Nivea lotions.
Moisturize, hydrate, protect your skin.
Hamatan is come.
It's designed to help you shine. Care for your skin all the time. With cocoa butter. With shea butter. With almond oil. There's something for you.
Wanna shine bright. Treat your skin right. Get up on Nivea lotion. If you love your skin and you know what's things, stand up for Nivea lotion.
Everybody Nivea lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Try Nivea body lotions and say goodbye to dry skin this Hamatan.
My people, this na the tori of Zainab. Na better food she dey chop to take start her day. Come in, show her body with the ogbonge one, the Dior syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. She don dey kampe, ready to go.
Joanna.
Good morning, Zainab. That na why she dey shine well for work.
Abeg, pass me the script.
And even for play. The Dion syrup of hemoglobin get vitamin B12 and protein to help fight anemia, exhaustion and fatigue. Just knack 2 spoons of the Dion's every day and na so you go just dey sharp rapa. You fit take am direct or you fit mix am with juice. Show say you be champion. Take the Dion.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take the Jones.
The Dion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. Now the power to unleash. Make una read the product leaflet o.
I am for payment, service and banking. I am 9PSB.
Everybody listen up. Let me tell you something. Better service don't land. Don't just sit down there look.
Introducing 9 Payment Service Bank, the bank for everyday people. Simply dial *990# or download the 9PSB app on iOS and Google Play Store to start banking. Our bank agents are right there in your neighborhood, and with any phone, you can open an account at your comfort, pay bills, and start to send and receive money instantly. 9PSB. Now, that's our bank.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, you're listening to 32 FM 94.9, and the program is Break It Down Newspaper Review. Dr. OLUTAYO is still right in the studio. My name is DELE, and Tayo is there. We open the phone lines right now for your contributions. 08097000949 or 09062000949. Don't forget we are on YouTube at 32 FM 949 Ibadan. You can drop your comments there too. We have a caller immediately.
Okay, good morning. Who is our president between Femi Adesina and Garuba Shehu, chief from Ibadan? Okay, hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Yes.
Thank you. Good morning. 0906 2009 0809 7009 Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Okay, thank you. Okay, maybe okay is just being a realist and not, as he said, a pessimist. Maybe it's just accepting the reality on ground and trying to deal with it, so that he saves himself some stress.
Well, absolutely, but you could put a gloss on it. What is quite clear is that Mr. OK seems to have given up. I'm sure he will come back to me on that. But I think it's only when you have something to hide, that's when you refuse to go for the medical. If you have nothing to hide, then absolutely you're transparent and you're above board. But also that comment about the youths are part of the problem, but the structure enables them to be part of the problem. So which one is which?
Good morning, comrade. All right.
I'm not
We say amen to your prayers. Hello, good morning. 009 7000 949 0906 200949. Hello. Good morning. Bola. Okay, go on.
We can't leave the president alone because the fair share, substantial share of the revenue of the country goes to the president, goes to the federal government. So, of course, the federal government has a responsibility. But at the same time, in the same token, I agree that we cannot leave the governors out of it. And some will say in Oyo State, for instance, Makinde has increased the IGR even in an era of pandemic. So we must give Makinde his dues, no matter which part of the political aisle we belong to. But I still think fundamentally the structure is just wrong. Most of the money goes to the federal. It shouldn't. Most of the money should lie with the state. That's where the action, that's where the programs, and that's where changes are made. So I can see his point, in some sort of way.
All right, our leaders will quickly notice the change in the attitudes of people. They are leading towards them, but won't notice their behavior that makes them change. Let them change for good. The youth will also change for good. Achibere FN, we got a message. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay, go on, Adonis.
Yeah, we are with you. We are with you.
Dr. Jericho.
Stylistics, that's what we are told. You understand? That everybody has his own style. Unfortunately, the style is not working for Nigeria, and the style is open to ridicule. That's the problem that we have. Mr. President should be unleashed. He should be let loose. Let him engage with the people.
Who is holding the president?
Oh, it seems as if Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu, maybe Ibrahim Gambari. Somebody is suddenly holding him down. They should alive. I saw an interview where Garba Shehu was there. They were asking the president some questions, and Garba Shehu was doing his hand cut.
Trying to monitor, trying to manage the time.
Yes, trying to
doing his job.
Well, it was doing his job. Well, it was doing his job, and part of his job is to make not to make Mr. President look like a.
Hello.
Hello, morning.
Good morning, then. All right, hello there. Yes, we can hear you, hello there.
Well, if there's apathy, if people don't get engaged, then of course the winners are quite clear. The winners are usually those in power.
All right, we're going on a short break now. We will be back.
When it comes to watching your favorite football videos, are you a chanter? An analyzer?
Let's change to 4-3-3 formation.
A coacher?
Let's replace this goalkeeper now.
Or maybe you're all of the above.
Whether it's football, comedy, Niger movies, cooking, learning, or drama, go from one video you love to another on YouTube. With the new video data bundle from MTN, enjoy even more affordable, longer hours of video content. Just text YouTube to 131 now. With YouTube, now you go tire.
This festive season, we're going to make every moment special. Whether it's the food, drinks, and more than enough drama series to bond over.
Nobody can take my kingdom from me.
It's a season of laughter and cheers with friends. It's also time to cheer for your favorite team. And the little ones with one question.
Daddy, can I watch my shows now?
Of course you can.
Let's go get it.
Then pick that perfect outfit for more Owambe and turn up groove on TV.
Just know that whatever you're festive, we've got local drama, sports, international series, movies, kids entertainment, party shows, shows to make you love, and even shows to make you roll on the floor laughing.
That's a lot of shows.
Get a DSTV decoder, dish, and 1 month compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. It's your moment with DSTV.
Lemon Friday.
Aqua Muduba Lemon Friday. Tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí gan ti o. Àsìkò rẹ̀ rèé láti dọ́nílé lórí. Jẹ́ àǹfààní discount ràbàǹdẹ̀ ní àsìkò Lemon Friday yìí. Pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀bùn lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan láì yigi kúrò nínú ilé rẹ̀. Bá ilé-iṣẹ́ Adon dòwò pọ̀ nípa ríra ilẹ̀ tirẹ̀ lásìkò kérésì yìí. Kí o sì jẹ àǹfààní ẹ̀bùn kérésì tó làmìlaka. Àwọn ẹ̀bùn bíi fíríjì nílá olójú méjì, Adron seasoning pack, ẹ̀rọ ìlọ́ṣọ ìgbàlódé, blender, refrigerator, ẹ̀rọ amóhùnmáwòrán 49 inches, 50 kg bag of rice, tòlótòló, òróró àti màálù ńlá ràbàǹdẹ̀. Láti kópa nínú àǹfààní yìí, ra èyíkéyìí nínú ilẹ̀ Adron tí ó wà ní àwọn estate wọn ní Ògùn, Ìbàdàn, Ọ̀ṣun, Nasarawa, Àbújá, Èkó àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ pẹ̀lú àsanlẹ̀ owó tí ó tó 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 naira àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Yàkàtà ní kérésì ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí yàtọ̀ sí ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Lásìkò Lemon Friday yìí, gbé bọ́ọ̀dì ẹjọ́ fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí àwọn nọ́mbà wọ̀nyí 0703 040 2305 0803 394 8424.
Lemon Friday.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey e dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Yes, cavities out!
Now the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Why una dey do her like this now? She offend una.
Mommy, what is it? Why are you crying?
Ejiro, people heartless oh. See wetin they do Anita.
Mama, who is Anita?
My dear, just leave Mama. Oh, she's in a world of her own with this movie she's watching on Airtel TV. You too can get special streaming 500 MB data for just 100 naira to stream movies, series, music videos, and more. The best part is, you don't have to use your main data. Just dial *141 *106 hash now.
Hey, Mama, Anita don't see better man Mario. Just look at God.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Reload.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk, and cocoa, and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
32 FM
94.9.
Hello, morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we lost that. Cool.
0906 2009 49 0809 7009 49. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Shogun, go on. Right, thank you, Shogun. 0906 2009 49. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, thank you, John Joku. Can we take just one more call? Yeah, we have a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, I think gradually we should be wrapping up on the show and say that the show returns tomorrow.
Let's have your final word, Doctor.
Well, I think a lot of people placed a lot of hope and a lot of store in the electoral process, hoping that the youths are going to be able to gather themselves, organize themselves, and actually overthrow electorally the status quo. This last weekend was a disappointment.
All right.
We have to go now. Thank you, dear listener. It's a wrap on the program. My name is OLUTAYO. The program will be back tomorrow. Up next is Smart Kids Show. Okay, and of course, see you some other time.
Tomorrow morning.
By God's grace.